Good morning, magnificent Millers. It is so awesome to see you all today. I'm seeing you really well through these bright green springy glasses. It is March 10th, and this is Liftoff Live. So glad you're here. And I've got these big glasses on because we've got some big announcements to make today, but I'm not going to go any further without bringing in today's launch specialist straight from the 5th grade in Pod 3 in Mrs. Ellis's class. Please help me welcome Mr. Hudson McLean. Hey, Hudson, how are you today?
Good.
Good. You excited to be our launch specialist?
Definitely.
Good. Well, I'm glad to have you on here today. You're going to do a great job. Let's get straight to it because I heard we got some pretty big announcements today, don't we? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get to it. What do we got first?
First, we have book fair and book fair bingo.
Oh no, I don't have the winners.
Well, I do.
You do? Oh, thank goodness. We are saved. Book fair bingo is saved. Hudson, tell us the winners.
Office to cafeteria.
All right. We have Wild River.
Wild
River? The bad guys in the one.
All right. Bad guys in the what?
Bad guys in the one.
All right. There you go. You've seen it right here. Hudson told you those are winners for today. All right. Thank you, sir. What's next?
Yearbooks are for sale and forms are outside the office. If you want to guarantee that you get a yearbook, then order one by Friday.
There you go. All right.
And of course, there's no school Friday because of parent-teacher conferences.
All right. So extra long spring break. Fantastic. Ooh, I have one more reminder I just thought of, Hudson. I need to remind all of our students that between lunch and recess, we do not go back to the pods. And also, when we leave lunch and recess, we don't take food out of the cafeteria. All food needs to be eaten in the cafeteria. We're not taking anything out in our pockets, in our hands, not eating, going up and down the hallway. The only place we should be having that food is in the cafeteria, or if your teachers do a snack time, that's in a controlled time when your teachers say we're having snacks right now. But other than that, there should not be any food, candy, whatever, gum, none of that eaten, playground, hallways, all that. All right. Let's see. I think we're ready for some results, aren't we, Hudson?
Yeah. Aren't you gonna tell us the March Minute Madness Challenge winners for week 1?
Yeah. Miss Ross and Miss Belanger have been crunching the numbers, and we are ready to announce the week 1 results. So just remember, the results might not be exact. Like your class might think you got 2,000 minutes, but if your class had fewer students than the other class, then we took the average of each student in your class and we added for the number of students that there was a difference. So the total may actually be different than what your teacher might see on a report. But we've got the winners. We don't have time to go through all the scores today because we've got Admit 1 as well, but I'm going to announce the winners. These classes have earned when you see a circle around your class's name, that's one entry in the drawing for the recess party. All right. The March Minute Madness recess party with the snow cones and all that. So here we go. Red circles are for reading. Blue circles are for math. Everybody ready? Give a cheer. Give a holler if your class is a winner. Here we go. Week 1 in reading. Bonnie, Dixon, Latham, and Brown winners. Woohoo! All right, so each of those classes gets an entry in the drawing. Congratulations. How about 4th grade math? Here we go. Drum roll. Dixon, Latham, and Brown. Congratulations. So that's your math winners for last week. All right, here we go. 5th grade. Ready? Drum rolls again. 5th grade reading. Godwin, McCormick, Ellis, and Starkey. And fifth grade math, Godwin, McCormick, Ellis, and York. Ooh, we had some double winners there in the fifth grade. So that means you got 2 entries to the recess party. Ooh, I see Ellis circled there. That's good news for you, Hudson, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. How about sixth grade? Ooh, it's hotly contested in sixth grade math. Let's take a look at what we got. Miss Patrick's first and second hour winning over Lee's first and second hour, but Mrs. Lee's third and fifth hour winning over Patrick's third and fifth. Woo, boy, what a fight in sixth grade. I love it. And in fifth grade reading, Stewart's first and fifth hours taking the prize this week, while Mrs. Rather's second and third hour were winners. So congratulations to all our winners. Teachers will send out the results with the actual scores so that you can, if your class is curious how close it was and all that, you'll be able to do that in your class time. But congratulations to our winning teams. And remember, even if your class didn't win, you still had the opportunity to get individual awards through being a shout out or being one of the top students. So great job, everybody. I want you to know a couple shout outs just for fun. Mrs. Brown's class got the highest math minutes last week with 3,747. Mrs. Brown's class, way to go. In reading, the top class in the school was Miss Godwin's class, 3,600 minutes. And I just want everybody to know, school-wide in reading, 45,700 minutes. In math, 50,616 minutes for a grand total of 96,351 minutes of extra practice by our school. I am so proud of you all for working so hard on that practice. 96,000 minutes. Let's just imagine this for a second. If one student did all that, let's say, Hudson, you were the only one to do this challenge and nobody else in the school did, and you got 96,000 minutes. I want everyone to realize how much that is. That would mean one student, if they were to get 96,000 minutes, would have to do 605 hours of practice. Hudson, that's 67 days. 67. You'd have to be practicing for 67 days to get that. One person would have to get as much practice as our school did. Way to go, Lakeview. I'm looking at you. Fantastic. Great job. All right. So we got our week 2 matchups going. That goes through Saturday night. We do not compete over spring break. I want everyone to put the computers away and have some time away from we're all on screens all the time. Maybe you'll play some video games over spring break, but I really want everyone to take a break from screens, from school screens. And so we're not going to compete over spring break, but that Sunday, the day before we come back to school, we will resume with our week 3 matchups. And I'll share those on tomorrow, actually. We'll do that tomorrow. All right. What's next, Hudson?
The Miller 5 shout out.
Oh, yeah. You know what it is. It's time for the Miller 5 shout out.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and
What do we got, Hudson? Who is it?
Today's Miller 5 shout out goes to JC Hester from Pod 5. JC, I'm looking at you. JC has shown responsibility and resilience with her study habits. JC has done so well on her social studies region map quizzes by studying and working hard. She did excellent on her Southeast test the first week we took it. Way to go, JC. That is why you are today's Miller 5 shout out.
All right, JC. Way to go. Way to be responsible, resilient, working hard. Love it. All right, Hudson, what's next?
Admit 1.
All right. Who do we need? We need Miss Mann
and Miss Conklin.
You got it. There they are. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Doing
Wonderful.
Good. Is today happen to be any type of special day? Does anybody know?
Today is a very special holiday because every day is a holiday. Did anybody eat any meatballs yesterday for Meatball Day? I didn't. But
I didn't.
So today's holiday is Landline Day. Make sure that's right. Landline Telephone Day.
Okay.
That's
so
right,
make a
Mr.
call.
Hine. This is a landline. It has a cord. This is not a landline. It has no cord. It's wireless, cordless. So Maybe you can find an old dinosaur phone and maybe you could use one today.
And those would be the kind that have a dial that goes around.
Yeah.
And
A
it makes
rotary
a little
phone,
clicking
right?
noise. It goes click, 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 click.
Those were always fun to play with.
Our teachers don't know anything about that. All our teachers are too young to know what those are.
Those are all in the museums somewhere.
All right. Well, what do we got for Admit 1, ladies?
Well, today we're continuing with career clusters. And today we are going to look at manufacturing jobs. And you may think to yourself, what does that even mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to find out in just a minute. We've got another video for you. Take a look because this may be kind of some of the jobs you're interested in.
We have manufacturing companies everywhere.
Yep.
Jobs in manufacturing are expected to see a slight decline over the next 10 years due to automation and industry changes, but demand for workers will still be high as existing workers retire out of the labor force. In addition, high growth is expected in specialized manufacturing positions such as CNC machine tool programmers, industrial engineers, dental laboratory technicians, and medical appliance technicians. Unlike in many industries, new hires in manufacturing are commonly expected to learn the work on the job. Therefore, many occupations have minimal education requirements, typically a high school diploma or less, and new hires can also earn a technical certificate on the job. Examples of these types of careers include welders, packing and filling machine operators, painting workers, lathe and turning machine tool setters, slaughterers and meat packers, and food cooking machine operators. An associate's degree or certificate can open the door to a manufacturing career in a variety of fields, including CNC machine tool operators, machinists, dental laboratory technicians, boiler operators, or medical appliance technicians. Apprenticeships are common in the manufacturing industry and offer wages while learning a skilled trade. Some of the occupations that may be entered through apprenticeship include CNC programmers, precision machinists, industrial maintenance repairers, mold makers, and tool and die makers. Manufacturing careers that require a 4-year degree offer more management and design tasks. These include industrial production managers and industrial engineers. Is a career in the manufacturing industry for you? Keep these points in mind. Round-the-clock shifts are common, and first-shift positions are usually harder to find than night shifts or weekends. In addition, some employers may require mandatory overtime to meet production demand. Working conditions may include loud noise, heat or cold, and standing for long periods of time. Candidates who enjoy tinkering with hand or machine tools and are curious about mechanical systems have an advantage and are especially sought after in this industry. Because of worker shortages, manufacturers may have to compete for workers by offering increased wages, benefits, and flexibility in scheduling.
Well, that was a lot of information on manufacturing jobs. There's all kinds of things you can do in that area. You can be machine operators, you can run the plant, you can be the technology person that develops the machines for using in the plant. There are tons of things. And remember how we talked about an apprenticeship yesterday? Well, there was that word again. So you could have an apprenticeship in a manufacturing job. There's just tons of them.
Yeah, and I liked that, you know, it did talk about the education piece too, that most jobs only require you to have graduated from high school to have a high school diploma. And you learn a lot about your job on the job while you're doing it, right? And you can get a certificate. You know, we need lots of people. We need welders and we need people. Did you see those bottles? You see the guy put the cans, he put the cans up on the thing and it was going to spray paint the sides of it. That's probably not the right words, but you know, to put the label on, that's kind of neat. It was kind of cool to see some behind the scenes things that we take for granted, you know, that we use every day. And so we need all kinds of people to do all kinds of jobs because it affects the products we can purchase and, you know, industrial engineers and stuff to create the machines that were moving. Did you see the things moving? The things around, I don't know. I'm just fascinated by it. I don't have a mind for that. So it's really kind of cool. I'm glad other people do. So find what you're interested in and maybe you'll find a good job for yourself. So.
Well, I've been to the Brahms manufacturing plant and that was amazing.
It is, yeah, and I think that's a great point, Mrs. Mann, you make, because a lot of us hear, even sometimes from our parents that, go to college and get a career, and that's very important for many, many students. But there are also students who choose not to go to college, and they can go to VOTEX. There are a lot of job positions that don't require college, and it's a field that you're really talented in, something that you're really good at. A lot of things in the STEM fields that aren't necessarily college. So as you get into middle school and high school and start looking to school options post high school, there's a lot of different things, and it may not be college for some of our students, and you can still be extremely successful. So great reminders. All right, Hudson, we're missing somebody. Who do we need to bring in here?
Miss Frame.
Well, yeah. All right, let's get her in here. Good morning, Mrs. Frame. We're out at the bell just right. We better get to our corny joke. We need a good laugh today. Hudson, can you provide that for us?
I sure can.
Or maybe at least a groan. A corny joke doesn't always get a laugh. Sometimes it gets us a groan. So go ahead. What you got for us today?
What is the tallest building?
The tallest? Well, is it the Sears Tower in Chicago? No, it's the One World Trade Center.
Oh, it's something in Dubai.
Yeah.
What?
It's the library because it has the most stories.
Now that was a good one.
That was funny.
Of course. Oh, that's a good library joke. Mrs. Gosen would appreciate that one. So especially in the week of the book fair. All right. Well, Miss Mann, Miss Conklin, have a great day. We're going to wrap up this day and launch it so we can get to learning. Thanks so much for Grade Admit 1. All right. Hudson, let's finish it out with our pledges. Everyone, please stand ready and respectful.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now our Oklahoma flag salute. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. Now for our moment of silence. During this time, you may reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in any other silent activity.
All right. One thing left to do, bud. You've done a great job. You represented 5th grade, Pod 3, Miss Ellis's class really well. Thank you so much for joining us today. You ready to launch it?
Yes, sir.
All right. All you, take it away.
We are
Lakeview.
We are not.
Average.
We will strive.
For the Miller 5.
And whatever it takes, we will
Grow.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff.
All right. Thanks again, Hudson. Have a great day, Lakeview. Make good choices, learn something new, and we'll see you soon.